his couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more concerned. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Well, that get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
What's that?
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. Anything big on that drive? The 6 on the scoreboard.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
34-yard line.
Here we go. 33, yellow.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Here we go.
Love now. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
Let's go now.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Black 40.
Here's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready.
Now Love. That's taken in by Golden. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Come on. Ready?
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. McManus will line up for the field goal. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
35-yard line.
All my fancy things, my crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. I done came home and I ain't changing. You should know way more than you.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
10 at the 49-yard line.
What? 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Lions had 7 and 4 on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Gibbs straight ahead. A heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Goff. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You talk about this Lions defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Christian Watson. It's a gain of 32. First down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
52 blue. Yellow. Claude red. Ready.
To the air again, Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here we go. Ready.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal last time moving the ball down the field.
They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So the completion results here in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
I give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hope he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
180.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think it's Brian Branch with it? And they have the football and a set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Lions
so they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33-yard
line.
180.
After the interception, here's Goff. Going to throw right side here, complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, 180.
Goff now to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14. Packers 6. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's taken in by Kraft. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Packers 1st down.
To throw now. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go, set.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready, break. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Love will sneak it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Slot man moves right.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Matthew Golden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The kick is good.
Well, surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now Goff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
38. Down.
Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Packers 20, Lions 14.
McManus now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. As they use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. He's got this to Williams, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10.
Back to throw. Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10.
Go, tonight.
Now it's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 33-yard line. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
33, yellow. Black shot.
Love looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
50, green. Grill, green. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Brendan McManus kicking off for Green Bay.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's on fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
180.
To throw is Goff. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and really it paid off.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, that's a big beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Always got some breathing room. And out across midfield down to the 45. 90 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Set. Set. Cut.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Shot. Yellow. 22. Yellow. Zoom. Set.
On third down, Lloyd. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Rebels sneak it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Black. 95. 10 cycles. Steal. Black. Cut. Cut.
Love now. That's the Kraft, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here we go. Here we cut.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go now. 33, red, yellow. Ready?
Here's Love. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
180.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. So getting 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Gone. And now here's another interception. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Love from the gun. That's taken in by Golden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
McManus now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 30, Lions 14. Brendan McManus kicking off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily to help this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Now only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time,
So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a yard.
Set, hut. Ready?
Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Ready.
On first down, it's Lloyd. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Here we set, hut.
On play action, Love to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Ready, break.
The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
60 red. Blaster, 6. Set.
Operating from the gun. Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And this is incomplete.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well that I can go to right now.
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
180.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
180. Go, 12. Let's go.
Goff now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
180. What's up?
Goff now looking to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there. As that will wind up incomplete.
This defense knows fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Tiger. We go tonight. 11.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Get these 3 points. Is huge.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. Being chased out left. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
22. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Come on, set. Cut.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
He was taken down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point for McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
12, cut. 20. Average 12. What's that?
Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
At the 47-yard line.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
We go tonight. Hey, let's go. 20. Super. What's that?
Now gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Gold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Devontae Wyatt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Black 20.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And not much room to operate as they get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
up it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost.